Hi, this is Ralph Wilson with Web Marketing Today. I'm at Search Engine Strategies in London with Jon Meyers, and we've been chatting about click fraud. So if you have pay-per-click ads, does that mean that someone's committing fraud? Tell us about the kinds of click fraud there are.
It's something that this industry's had to live with. You know, there's a lot of press going on about it. There's a lot of talk of it growing.
So what is it? What is click fraud?
Click fraud is effectively the concept of malicious clicking or malicious intent towards your ads. So
your competitors?
It could be competitors. It could be what we call, and I don't want to get too technical about this, there's computer networks that are maliciously clicking and creating clicks on advertising. And this is something that, as an industry, because it's a paid click industry, it could be costing you money. And I think it's very, very important that you understand how you can make some actionable, options to A, negate it, but also to minimize your risk to it.
How, for a small business, how prevalent is this likely to be that I might run across it?
Yeah, I think...
What kind of products or services are particularly vulnerable to this?
Absolutely. It'll absolutely vary by industry sector hugely. The initial attacks probably happened in finance because it was a high ticket value click. But now they're getting a lot smarter. They're understanding the concept of I can click a lot more across, travel sector or retail sector. I think it's all in all, I think you've got to, if you're any type of industry advertising on the internet, you have to look at it and entertain it. I don't want to sound like it's scare or anything like that, because I think that's the wrong way, and it's sometimes people do sort of scaremongering in the industry to kind of make you want to action it. But I always look at it from a very simple way. If you've got some log file analytics on your website, which you can access, and you've got a good log file reader, the key thing to start to look for is, how many clicks you're getting. You haven't changed the keywords. If you're getting a lot more clicks for the same cost per click, you haven't moved your advertising up, there's something wrong, there's something going on there. If you've got keywords that for the last 6 months converted brilliantly for you and then suddenly you're not converting, there's something else going on there.
So watch, if something like that happens, then start to think maybe this could be click fraud.
Yeah, so the best thing to do, get your log data from your website, run it through a log file analyzer and look for the obvious things. Look for, if I'm a US or a UK based company, why am I getting traffic coming in from a country or location that's nothing to do with me?
Like India.
Like India, it could be. Everybody points the finger at India on this one.
Well,
maybe rightly or wrongly so.
Yeah.
But look for that sort of thing. But also, what you want to be doing is using your log data to get down to the second tier URL, as I call it. So a lot of time when you look at your Google report or your Yahoo report, it'll just say traffic from Google. The reality is that Google puts its traffic out across a big search network and a big content network. So if you can, in your log file, and it will tell you this, get down to where it gives you the referrer URL. So it might be abcloans.com rather than google.com. If you can get to that and analyze by URL, looking at traffic and say, well, I had 1,000 clicks from here and my conversion's bad, or I've had no conversion at all. This is the sort of data that you need to be sending to the search engines. They're very, very interested in hearing about it.
Now, if you present data, will they reimburse you for the amount of fraud, perhaps, or is that just a pipe dream?
No. I've had a lot of good refunds over the years.
Really?
I work with small, medium, large-sized businesses, and you'd be amazed, even whether it be a few £100 or a few £1,000. These guys want to know about it because they don't have conversion data. So
and it directly threatens the viability of their business. So
absolutely,
they've got to deal with it.
Very, very proactive in wanting to clean it up. It's not a difficult thing either. So if you take the context of, as they say, all traffic is good traffic until somebody says otherwise. If you're submitting into them, they will look at it, and it doesn't have to be a technical document. It doesn't need to be 67 pages long. If you've got 15 URLs, put them in an Excel spreadsheet. Say, look, this URL, this number of clicks, no conversion. I think I've got a problem. So can you have a look at it, please? And they honestly will look at that. They may come back and say, I've already removed that traffic, because they have what they call invalid click reports, which you can run in your Google account. If you go into Report Builder and run a campaign level report, there'll be a little box you can check called invalid clicks.
So these are ones they've already identified as fraudulent, and they're not counting against you then?
Not going to charge you, but it's a great indicator.
So that'd be good to check before you start reporting it, because they may have really done the work. You're getting the traffic, but they're not charging you for it.
That's it. So
So interesting kind of area to be aware of. So if you're starting to see some of those signs of your conversion rates are going way down and that kind of thing, look at click fraud as a possibility.
Absolutely. Delve into the data.
Well, John, thanks for talking with us. Tell me about your business and what you do.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm Jon Meyers. I work for a company called MediaVest here in the UK. We're a search marketing specialist as well as a full-service media agency. And I've probably been running with paid search now for around about 8 years. So it's been some good times and a lot of change. Long may it continue.
Well, thanks so much.
No, thank you.
This is Ralph Wilson with Web Marketing Today.